Hello my friends and welcome back to our continued blind let's play Professor Layton in the Curious Village HD for mobile. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story based channel, and today we hope to complete the game, all except the bonus content, because that'll probably take a few more episodes after that. But we are blessed and privileged to have with us the king of giant puzzle solving robots, a Zappa.
Well, I'm glad you're blessed for me to be here, because I need a couple of bless yous for my allergies today. Jeez.
Yeah, it's allergy season in the South. It is just a pain in the butt. I know that feeling. I talked about this the other day on one of my videos where I live in a part of the country where you can go and wash your car, and the next day your car is covered in yellow pollen. It's just, it's just horrible. But our story so far.
Problem. Yes.
After long search, Luke and Professor Layton finally gain access to the tower. Inside, they learn the truth behind the village of St. Mystery and Ramon's abduction.
Isn't there more to it than that? Come on now, game, give me a better summary.
I know, that's kind of weird how it just abridges it, but I do like how there is a summary. I hope we all having a wonderful, fantastic day, my friends. As you can see, it looks like we still have at least 2 floors left, and based on how difficult these puzzles are, this could be done in 10 minutes or this could be done in an hour. So let's get puzzle cracking here. Do you suppose we're near the top yet?
Yes, but it seems we've got another puzzle in the way before we get there.
Right. Let me write this one down. We had a lot more puzzles in the last episode than the one before, that's for sure. Okay, let's see. This one is called 7 Squares. Well, we had a magic square in the previous episode. So oh, not this. Not this. Not this. Your task is to draw lines between the pins on the board to form 7 squares. The 7 squares do not have to be uniform in size, but you can only use each pin once. Alrighty, give it a shot.
Boo.
Okay, let's start with the obvious. Well, there is no obvious. I was thinking if we make a big square that goes like this.
Doesn't track.
Oh, it doesn't work. So this little guy can't be a square there. Can't be a square there. This little guy has to be 4. That has to be a square.
Uh-huh.
And then this guy has to be... Wait.
Right, you just can't reuse pegs.
So this little guy's probably this.
I had a better idea.
But wait.
I had a better idea.
You can only use each
last
pin
one.
once. That's impossible,
Right.
though.
Undo that last one. Yeah,
Wait,
starting from that.
Aren't I going through this peg, though, if I do this?
Right. No, it just. That's. I don't think that counts in particular. I think it's more.
Your task to draw 7 lines between the pins on the board. The 7 squares do not have to be uniform, but you can only use each pin once. I mean, you're seeing this more than once.
Oh, okay. Oh, then.
Well, no,
not.
I'm not using these, though.
Right. Oh, but it takes you off. Huh.
Oh, wait, I just didn't erase that one.
Oh.
Okay, so here we go.
Okay, cool. So
I
no,
could
I
do
have
this.
I have a better idea than that. Although that is 3 squares now.
Oh, I didn't even notice that other square that's formed. I wonder if that counts. What's your other idea?
So starting from the one in the bottom right, on the bottom row, go there.
Are you talking about this?
Yeah, make a smaller square.
Like this?
Uh-huh. So that is 3 squares now.
I wonder if that counts as that counts as a square.
It should. Why wouldn't it? But I think you actually might have been on point better than I was. I don't know.
No, that could work, but The problem is then we have this dot
Right.
as nothing.
But we don't have to use every pen.
No, but they probably do.
Hmm. Huh. Ha 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 ha.
And this square makes it so you can't use this pin.
Right.
And you can't do this because there's nothing down there.
Hmm.
Could do this. Oh, it gave me an X.
How is that not valid? You wanna... That... Why? Not... Okay.
Yeah, why doesn't that work?
Huh.
Okay, let's start with the
Indeed.
obvious square.
Right.
And then can't make a square here.
Nope.
Can't make a square here. So I think the obvious square is a trap.
Could be.
I like this idea here.
Right. And
And that idea works like that.
uh-huh.
There's nothing here though.
Mm. Okay.
See, it doesn't like that for some reason.
Yeah.
Maybe because this is a triangle. These are rectangles.
Who knows? It's weird. Okay, do that. And then let's make a smaller square on the right side. Oh, you got some... Huh, maybe? Because that's 3.
Yeah, but then you have this, which
Right.
it doesn't like that for some reason. It's like it cuts this off here.
Right, and it shouldn't. But I guess it just do.
Yeah, I don't understand why it's doing that. I'm just gonna get a preemptive hint here.
Yeah.
Most of the squares you make will be tilted 45 degrees this side, and their sizes will vary as well.
Bruh.
Oh, I forgot about the diagonal stuff.
Okay,
I forgot about the diagonals.
Well then. So that's 2. Nope.
No.
Uh-huh.
Use that same point. So why does it let me do that?
Because it's not interpreting 2 lines over the same peg, I guess.
I don't know where else to go. There's too many holes in this board. Like, this may be something here. It's just, I don't know where to go from here.
That means you're hooking it like... I'm trying to treat it like rubber bands, kind of. Like, each square is like a singular rubber band, and you don't want layering 2 rubber bands over the same spot.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm nowhere close. I am nowhere close at all.
Okay. So we had the two. You had a four and a 3 square that from the start. So why don't we go back to that?
Where? Here?
You had something that was like a 4. Yeah, that. Let's start there, and then create the smaller square in the bottom corner.
Like this?
No. The
Why is it like that?
I pain in the butt. So, from the bottom right.
I just don't understand why you can't. Maybe you just don't draw the line? Oh, because you get rid of the square when you do that. Maybe, like, is this a square?
That's a square, but I was thinking that bottom right peg that's by itself, make that square, that 3x3.
So
Get rid of that
this?
smaller one. Yeah. Because then what that does is that creates a total of 3 squares. And then we start trying to build diagonals out of this.
But this point's
It'll
being
let
used.
us.
I could put a diagonal here.
So that's 4. I think that works. You make a diagonal. Oh, because that one that's the same corner. But you can make a bigger one. Third one on the right. So
This
on
one?
the on the left. Sorry, the left. The third one down. No, go up and to the left. More left, more up. So start from there and create a diagonal. 2 spares or 2 spots. Go to the next segment. Yeah, and then go from there and go across there and go there.
Wow, that's tricky.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Where do you count 5? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
We built 4, and then there's a 5th square in the middle that's made up of 2 other squares.
Where?
Down from your mouse. Do you
That's a
see
triangle.
the blue? Yeah, no, the blue and the red lines. That's another square.
This?
Yes.
But you got a triangle in the way.
It's still a square though. Even if the triangle's in the way, you've still formed another square. But now we have to go from here. And I don't know where to go from here. Have we gotten a hint yet? Because I'm kind of...
We got 1 hint.
Okay. I didn't know if we had gotten one.
Alright, here's the location of one of the squares. Connect the 4 pins in the top left corner to form a tiny square. This is the only square on the board that isn't tilted.
Oh.
Connect the 4 pins in the top left corner. So all the other ones are tilted.
Okay. So... Interesting. I think that's too ambitious. You tried to go all the way across the board.
I don't know.
Nope. I think you started on the right path. I just don't. 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 squares. 5, 6, 7. That's 7?
Depends on these kind of squares.
They better.
But we're gonna find out.
I think I've got it.
Nope, those don't count as squares.
That's rude.
Only what you do.
Okay.
Only what you
Not
draw like this counts as squares.
okay. That one. Well then, not the implied square, but the actual square.
Yep.
Well, at least we know that now. So that's 5.
I don't see any room to make any other squares.
Hmm.
I made these
There's
as
got-
small as possible, too.
Right. There's got to be a weird trick. Eh.
Let me try making bigger squares.
Right.
I still don't know. Yeah, it doesn't count as a square. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Oh, this one's kicking our butt.
Yeah, for real.
The largest square contains the pin that's third from the top on the left column, and the bottom. That's really hard to understand what they're saying. The largest square contains a pin that's third from the top on the left column, and the bottom pin from the right column. You also need to form a small diagonal block using 2 pins lined up diagonally on the bottom left portion of the board. There are 2 more small squares like this one on the board. That is just so complicated the way they wrote that.
Okay.
Hold on.
The third from the top.
I'm taking a picture of that, so that way I can read it when I'm not on the hint menu.
Right.
Okay. Got your little avatar in my picture too? Okay, let's see. So let's reset everything. We know this is true.
Which means
And then we know
1, 2, 3 from the top. So you're
the largest square contains a pin that's third from the top on the left column. So that'll be here, right?
No, the other way. On the left column, third from the top. So 1, 2, 3 down. But it does line up with that one. It would have to line up with that one.
Wait, what?
Make a
The
diagonal.
largest square contains the pin that's third from the top on the left column.
Right.
Oh, so here.
Yes.
And the bottom pin from the far right column. Huh? That would be here. That
The
doesn't make
bottom
a
pin on the far right.
that doesn't make a square. That doesn't make a square.
But it says the bottom pin on the far right?
The largest square contains the pin that's third from the top on the left column. So I think it is this one. Because it says on the top, from the top,
Third
on the
from
left
the top.
column. And the bottom pin from the far right column. What? Like, how does that make a square? How does that make a square?
And even if you use it's not
Third from the top on the left column. Third from the top on the left column, and the bottom pin from the far right column. Third from the top is this one.
uh-huh. And bottom pin on the far right is straight across and down one.
That one?
How does that?
How's that square?
Eh?
That's not a square.
That's a dang trapezoid.
We are so. I don't. Third from the top on the left column. That would be this one. And the bottom pin from the far right column. That would be that one. I don't get this hint. Like, maybe someone's yelling at me through the screen right now and saying, Flightless, you're an idiot! Zappa, what are you doing? But I don't get this hint at all, the way it's worded.
I looked at it. It
What?
does make sense, but we're not approaching it the right way.
Did you look up an answer?
I looked up enough to know what that hint means.
Okay, tell us what this hint means then.
They're part of the same square. They're not directly connected.
This one?
No, the other one.
What do you mean?
So the one across and down one, all the way across and down one. So from that one to that one, that's part of the same square, but those are not directly connected. Those are opposite corners. We have to form a square that uses that.
That is incredibly vague, the way that's worded.
It is, but what you mean? No. I think take that line.
That?
As soon as it'll go away. Now make that line go away, and then start it, and go one more to the right. Go up again, and then right 2.
That?
Yes. And then you almost had it. So go. Nope. Redo those last 3 lines. So go from there.
Here?
Okay, go from here to the one on the bottom of the far right. To that.
Okay.
And now go to the bottom of the 3rd row. Yes.
And then back?
It's a square. Yeah.
That is...
Because we're thinking in perfect 45s and 90s.
But I can't manipulate this puzzle. How the heck am I supposed to figure that out?
That's a good question, Mega Man. That's about as much of it that I looked at. It's like, I have to make that make sense. Now, I could turn my head and look at my laptop again, but I don't want to. We have that.
I still don't... My brain just broke on this one. You also need to form a small diagonal block using 2 pins lined up diagonally on the bottom left portion of the board. There are 2 more small squares like this one on the board. You need to form a small diagonal block using the 2 pins lined up diagonally on the bottom left.
Yes, so that. Ba. Let's switch colors. That bright green hurts my eyes. I mean, you could have kept that one. But there we go. There's that. And it's saying that there's going to be another one of that shape on the board.
2 more.
One of those is right. So let's take the middle one out. And let's build another square, not thinking in perfect squares. Although that does work. So screwy.
Can't think in
non
yeah, like this
numbers.
square breaks my brain. It just...
Yeah, but you've got it. So, not that one. Oh no! So, yes. That's a square. And then the last 4. Ah, heck. I better still count even though it's different color.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only count 6.
It's 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. God, this hurts my brain.
Yeah.
How does this sound?
I'm gonna pretend this puzzle never existed and just... That's right. Checking out all these little squares. But no, it was not. No, it was not.
It was rude.
That square is the most evil thing I've seen in this game. Even worse than the... Okay, maybe not worse than the chocolate.
Like, even
The
the
second
initial,
most evil thing in this game.
The initial clue doesn't say you have to use every pin.
Now we're free to keep climbing. How long were we at that? Like 20 minutes? You know, it's very odd how this tower is simply huge, and yet there's almost nothing inside.
Yes, quite. Other than Bruno's room in the basement, the whole place is rather bare. Perhaps that's why Bruno's machine just makes such a racket. It sounds like a giant megaphone.
But why would anyone want to construct such a big purposeless tower, Professor? It's exhausting to climb this thing.
Did you ever consider this tower made to have been for the express purpose of exhausting us? It's just another one of the many trials that have been set up for the seekers of the Golden Apple.
Gosh, this makes perfect sense. Maybe that's why also the tower looks so scary on the outside. Screw puzzle 100.
Accursed squares.
Screw puzzle 100.
Pinky.
Like I said, the chocolate one is the most evil thing because it's got these little divots in it that you don't even see. But that one was just... The floor doesn't appear to have any puzzles set up for us. So if we climb the spiral staircase, maybe.
We'll reach the top floor. I think you may be right, my boy. Let's hurry.
I think we made the right call in stopping the episode when we did. Because, yeah, that last puzzle was way too... Come on, where is it? There it is.
Pixel fine.
I think it was like the torch.
Yeah, just watch yourself.
Oh my gosh! It's a house up top.
Our view is obscured from the ground, but who would have selected a charming cottage like this here?
It's a cool house. Look, the lights are on, Professor.
It would appear that someone is living here.
Chapter 9, the Tower Secrets. Chapter solved. Save your progress. Alright. So this is probably the final chapter now, right?
I would hope.
There it is.
Boy, and get.
Puzzle charm.
We probably should use one of those on the dang.
You can't use puzzle charms. They're just extra points.
Oh.
Return to the village to explore more or continue in the house. It's like a point of no return.
Well, we better go see if Meemaw has any puzzles.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We'll go back there. I don't think I'm gonna talk to everyone again, though.
Nah, not at this point. Wrong door.
Yeah, but they're side by side. It's... Nope.
Huh. That
So-
can't be 118. That's silly.
Well, maybe there's other puzzles that don't show up until you beat the game.
Or until we walk into the final zone.
Yeah. Which way am I going? I'm completely lost.
I don't know. I came in during the ending to steal all your glory.
I got it now. I just forgot that. Let me talk to her first. Okay.
What up, Meemaw?
Alright, let's get back in this. That door. When that opens, it's just so creepy. Alright, we're almost there. It's a big tower. What kind of person would live in a place like this? Wow. Unbelievable. Just look at this room. The stuff in here has to be worth gazillions.
This must be the top floor that Bruno spoke of.
So we might be sitting in the same room as the golden apple at this very moment? I've been waiting for you two. Is that the girl? Is the girl the golden apple? Yeah, there she is.
It's you!
How are you, gentlemen? All your puzzle are belong to us.
Ah!
Yeah, I mean, a pair of glasses didn't fool me. I knew that was his daughter.
Right?
What's this? What's going on here?
Well, not Lois Lane.
My boy, what you see here is the golden apple herself.
Okay, I guessed it like 5 seconds before they told me.
Yeah, it hit me like 2 episodes ago. It's like, oh yeah, the golden apple's not a thing; it's a person.
I figured
It's her
it.
nickname.
I figured it was probably something, but you're the golden apple, Professor. You know about this?
I had an inkling. Don't you see how genius it is, though? Barrington White's will to find a successor to his fortune. His true aim was to find a witty guardian for his daughter.
Oh, so is she actually gonna come with us in future games? I was wondering that. Don't say anything, but
Bruh. I can't.
have you ever played or seen the other games?
I don't recall.
All right,
So I can't tip you off because I don't remember.
fair enough.
And he was willing to put his whole fortune on the line to do so.
Yes. My name is Flora. I've been waiting here in the tower for so long. Were you locked up here the whole time? Oh no, but before Papa passed, he told me I should wait here till someone from outside said yesterday came for me. Papa said that whoever came for me would be someone I could trust with my life. So that's why he kept watching us move about the town. What was that?
What's going on? Who?
This guy.
Dastardly? Robotnik?
Here I come.
Heck? Whoa!
Follow me.
Not cool, man.
Follow me. We must evacuate this town immediately.
Yeah, no duh. What now?
Hoof it, boy. Hoof it. Hoof it like an 8-legged bodily steed.
Oh, nice catch.
Luke, go ahead without us. I have an idea.
But what?
We're fine. Go on.
Right.
It's all right, dear. This way.
So, changing my perspective. What are we going to do?
I've got it. I've discovered a new puzzle. Just wait a moment, Flora.
Yeah, the whole thing's coming down. Time for a puzzle.
I've discovered a new recipe.
We're gonna MacGyver this.
Okay, all I need is a paper clip, some bubble gum, these curtains, a lock of your hair.
And that bow. Oh, that's string.
I need a piece of string. And with all of these ingredients, I'm going to make a thermonuclear detonator capable of leveling the entire city of New York.
Whoa, that's cool.
Or we're gonna Leonardo that.
Good catch.
Layton, I'll smash you right out of the sky.
Not you an evil genius, not a murderer!
Nice.
I mean, that's kind of bad for both of them.
Who's in the back?
This isn't over.
Counterbalance, probably.
Just you wait. One day I will have my
Or,
revenge on you.
what's his face?
Simon?
Yeah.
Or the inspector?
Oh,
Yo, that is an awesome roll right there.
And Professor Layton, action hero.
I look how he protects her head too. What a guy.
Forget my body, protect the girl.
Oh.
I mean, she still had to take a hard tumble. Bonk on the head of it.
Aww.
Hi, hero. Oh. Well, that explains a lot.
Thank goodness you're alright, Professor. Don Paolo's flying contraption was something else. I really thought we were done for back there.
Yes, it was quite dodgy, but he also reminds me of the answer to one of our ongoing mysteries. Remember that awful noise we heard the first time we visited Wright Manor?
The one that's with Claudia? So that must have been the noise.
You put it together. The racket was likely Don Paolo's contraption making a crash landing. If that's the case, we know the approximate time Don Paolo's interest in Saint Mystier.
Ah. That makes perfect sense. If figures in that Falco wouldn't have noticed Don Paolo's entrance. So if Flora is the golden apple that everyone's been looking for, that means the treasure that Lady Dolly and the others were chasing never existed in the first place.
Oh no, I'm very certain I weren't mistaken. I do believe fortune's hidden somewhere within this town. But the bear would need to hide it somewhere only the golden apple would know where to look.
Aha. You mean that Flora knows where the treasure is hidden? I'm sorry, but I don't know anything about a treasure or anything like that.
Let's head back to Reinhold Manor one more time. I suspect we'll clear up everything there.
Noise salt. Professor, do you really think the treasure could be located here?
Look closely at this painting, Luke. I'm sure it holds the key to the Reinhold fortune.
But I've already looked at it.
If we solve this mystery, Luke, I'm certain we'll come face to face with the Reinhold treasure. That's the painting where the golden apple is hidden.
Ah, right here on this button. It's right here, isn't it?
Something like that. Yeah, maybe a little bit more center. Down a bit more.
I remember now, it's right here. There we go. Aha! A hidden switch. Is that gonna open up this area that I was talking about the other day? Remember I said it looks like there's almost a room down here?
The switch seems to have activated the wall. And I did say not yet.
Ah, I knew there. Ah, I knew it. I was like, it so looks like there's something down there. And I think the Reinhold Manor had a secret behind this painting all along. It looks like there's a passage that leads further in. Oh.
Let's see where this passage goes. Hopefully 2 more puzzles.
Oh my god! I can just see Scrooge McDuck diving into this thing. Oh my goodness. Look at this place. I had no idea. Now how in the world did you know that the switch was hidden in the painting?
Listen closely, Luke. Wisdom wasn't the only thing that Baron Reinhold required of potential guardians for his only daughter. You saw it too, did you not? That peculiar mark on her neck that now appeared only once she laughed?
Huh.
In other words, Baron Reinhold set out one last requirement for the potential inheritor of his fortune. He wanted someone that could make Flora smile again after losing those dear to her.
Aww.
To that person, and that person only would Baron Reinhold reveal the location of his actual fortune.
It's a great. Oh, that's so sweet. It's unbelievable, Professor, but it all makes sense now.
Like a very strange, like heat blood activated birthmark.
It's so
You know,
cool.
Yeah,
I mean-
like blood flows to your cheeks and your face and all that, so blood would flow through your body. And it's like,
Like, I doubt that's. I mean, I'm not gonna question realism. It's a video game. I don't care. It's sweet. It's cute. It makes me feel all nice and warm and fuzzy inside. You know?
yeah. I was only applying a little bit of biology. I mean, enough super science to make it make sense.
Flora, my little Flora. Where's that voice coming from? Flora, you made it here at last. That voice, Papa, is that you?
Probably recording.
Papa! My dear Flora, has the village watched over you as I would have? I built St. Mystery for you so that you would never have to know true loneliness. Well, to be fair, Bruno did the actual building, but that's beside the point. In any case, if you come this far, I suppose it's safe to assume my plan was a success. My greatest regret is that I'm not there to see you become a young woman. But please know that I want nothing more than for you to be happy. Whether the person by your side right now can give that to you or not is up to you, I suppose. And to you who have found your way to my daughter's side, you have my heartiest congratulations. Few could make it through the barrage of puzzles I set before you. I imagine the personal abilities have already caught on, but allow me to reveal St. Mystery's secret. The secret of St. Mystery? Recently, I was told by my physician that I don't have much time left on this earth. I can't come to terms with dying, but the thought of leaving my only child alone in the world torments me. This is why I commissioned Bruno to construct St. Mystery. At least this way, she'll be safe and protected until she's old enough to venture to the outside world. Streets and buildings are the bones of a village, but the heart is the people who live in it. That is why I asked Bruno to create all the villages here, so as well as all the puzzles hidden within them. I've asked Matthew to make news of my public death only once Flora has grown past childhood. So, stranger, how does my beautiful little flower look now? I imagine she's blossoming into adulthood. Equally important to me is finding someone to whom I can entrust both my daughter and my fortune. That is why the inhabitants of St. Mystery are constantly testing the knowledge of the visitor. If you made it this far, it must mean that you possess both wisdom and dedication to my daughter. I am confident that you will take good care of my fortune and Flora. That is why everything in this room, the whole of my fortune, belongs to you now. When you remove it from here, St. Mystery will complete the objective for which it was created. I imagine the inhabitants will fall into deep sleep from which they were never to awaken. Now wait just a minute, is he saying that if we take the treasure, all of St. Mystery will just disappear?
I honestly don't know the answer to that question, Luke. But it is possible that St. Mystery is designed to shut down the instant we lay a hand on the treasure.
So that happens, everyone will just stop? Just like puppets with their strings cut? It's a sad thing. I'll leave it to you, brave traveler. Draw the curtain on St. Mystery and light this village to rest. Above all else, take care of my precious daughter. She's in your hands now. Oh, Papa! I can't believe it. If we even touch the treasure, all of St. Mystery will just grind to a halt.
Look, by right, this inheritance belongs to you. You should be the one to decide what's done with it.
I don't want it.
But why ever not, my dear?
The people who live here have been with me for so long. Curious as this village is, it's watched me grow up. I want St. Mystery, my village, to just stay as it is forever.
I see. So then shall it be. But what of you, Flora? Will you stay here with your village?
I. Look at that smile. So sweet. Golden apple solved. Are you sure this is quite alright, madam? Certainly. If leaving will make Flora happy, I'd like nothing more than to see her off with a smile. So she's coming with us.
Mm-hmm. Apprentice Dose.
Aw, Matthew looks so sad. Look at Zapone. He looks the same.
Goodbye then, little village.
Now, does Bruno get to keep the treasure and use it for upkeep? I don't think Bruno's
Astonishing
immortal.
village that was, Professor Layton. Does this mean you'll be gracing the front page of the London Times again sometime soon?
No, Luke. Saint Mestel's secret must stay between us.
Huh? Why do you say that?
You see, my dear boy, we don't want people to make a spectacle of Flora. That wouldn't be right.
Such a good guy.
Of course. Always thinking of others.
Well, one must always put a lady's needs first. That's what a gentleman does.
Woohoo! What a great time that was. Oh man, that is one heck of a game. And I love this story. The story is so sweet in the end. And it's got the comical villain, mustache twirling villain. It's got good puzzles. There's only 2 puzzles I took, exception with, and that's the chocolate one, and that was the last puzzle. But I guess the last puzzle is supposed to be exceptionally difficult.
It's the last puzzle, which that leaves a bad taste in my mouth. 118. Come on.
We may have missed some puzzles though still, so we'll have to go back into it. But before I do anything else, since this is the ending of a playthrough, I definitely want to give a huge, wonderful, amazing thank you to all our wonderful Patreon and YouTube members on the channel. Moose Gaming, who just became a member the other day. Thank you so much, Moose. I just lost my window. Sorry about that. Moose Gaming, Daddy Dagoth, and our Patreon, Zuzulus, Tapros, Chinikuti, and Techno Trouble. If you'd like to support me in any way, links are in the description below. And also in the description below is a link to our wonderful, amazing friend of our channel, a Zappa, who you're just amazing, Zappa. So go check his channel out. I'll have a link hopefully to both his YouTube and his Twitch. Go give him a follow and subscribe. Hey, they're free, it doesn't cost or anything, and he's an amazing friend who does a lot of cool stuff. So go check him out. Zappa, thank you so much for being here for the last couple episodes. I had to record all these like back to back to back because I'm going on a trip, and you made this just so enjoyable, and you always make everything more enjoyable. It's always nice to have a friend close by. I just wish our lives and schedules were something where we could do this all the time, but it's always a pleasure to. Oh, look at that!
Hey, I told you she joined the party.
I guess she's not a cook.
She's gonna learn. She probably had automatons cooking for her.
and he's lost. I have a feeling we'll see this guy in future games. Just gotta randomly show up. Just randomly show up in places, be like, how did I get here? Oh, I remember you.
I feel like he does.
But yeah, this is our playthrough of Professor Layton and the Curious Village. What is next? Well, what's next is we still gotta go through and try to try to make sure we've gotten like all the puzzles that we can. But B, we need to go through the bonus options and do all those puzzles as well. Oh, look at that great picture. The end. All rights, including the copyrights of game, scenario, music, and program, reserved by level 5.
Thank you, level 5.
Indeed. Oh, hello, Epilogue scene.
There you go. That opened the door for her.
I wonder what the ages are.
So this is where you and Professor Layton live. Welcome to London. I love this. When I first arrived in London, everything was new and exciting. I'm having such a wonderful time, and it's all thanks to the Professor and Luke. Sometimes I feel like I might end up in danger when I'm with them. But anyway, I'm happy.
Aww.
If you're up there somewhere, Papa, thank you. And don't worry about me. I'm going to be just fine.
Aww, so sweet. To be continued. Indeed. So what's the game plan moving forward? The game plan moving forward is, I was talking with Zappa off before we start recording, but the game plan is basically I'm going to intersect Ace Attorney with Professor Layton. So we're going to go through the Apollo Justice series, and as we complete a game, we'll go back to Professor Layton, then we'll go back to Apollo Justice, and we'll go back to Professor Layton, and then Apollo Justice and Professor Layton, and then at the end of doing that, we're going to have the crossover game, Ace Attorney and Professor Layton. So, I mean, I don't know if I need to do them in that order to enjoy the crossover. I'm just doing them in that order because it makes sense to me. And then afterwards, we're going to play the Ace Attorney Chronicle games. And I may go back to Professor Layton because there's still a lot of games in this series. There's the prequel trilogy. There's some other games that have been produced. There's a new Professor Layton game coming out in 2025, supposedly. So, yeah, there's still a lot left. To reach the story's end, Professor Layton in the Curious Village is far from over. How many puzzles did you solve over the course of your adventure? 120!
I knew it!
We missed 2.
Somehow.
We missed 2. Also, be sure to check the bonus section for fulfill certain conditions and unlock more bonus content.
Those last 2 have to be post-game. They have to be post-game. Unless... Hey, you got a gold Layton.
Or they could be, It said that you would load your game, and it didn't load my game. It just took me to the title screen. Oh yeah, we did get a gold Layton. Look at that. Let's stop bagging this. We still have a few minutes. Go ahead and click through this. I wonder if it says I have 118. Oh, it looked like there was something new there because she was there. Okay, we still have 118.
Right.
Ooh, some new. Wow. Whoa. Luke keeps pushing us to proceed straight to the dead end by the tower. Before we do, I have a suspicion of my own that I feel the need to confirm. Before I go somewhere else, I think it's best to stop by the inn. I think we might be able to identify the person that has been watching us all this time. In order to confirm my hunch, I asked Beatrice to loan me the last few days with the newspapers. It seems like someone has been off with the whole stack. These papers would have been the decisive clue needed to confirm my suspicions, but I had to go on without them. I'd like to continue searching for the papers, but the inspector has summoned us, so I'll have to give up on that for now. On road to the mansion. Go ahead.
Oh, I think I know the bit with the newspapers that Layton was asking for. He kind of figured the whole city's like automatons. Why would they have newspapers?
Oh,
The
that's
newspapers.
good point.
they wouldn't have daily news because it would be the same day or the same number of days on a loop.
No, that's a good point.
There are no newspapers, therefore it's like, okay, yeah, that confirms it. This place ain't real.
The ghost warning. On route to the mansion, we ran into the Charlotte girl again. I meant to ask her many things, but she vanished moments after she appeared. She stayed just long enough to warn us to stay away from the tower. Arriving at the manor, I noticed something peculiar about Matthew's expression today. Why has the inspector called us here? Beyond the vinyl mask, the man who had posed as a suspect all this time was none other than the brilliant scientist Dom Paulo. It seems he too was after the Vinehole fortune. He alluded to some larger mystery at work here in the village. I'm fairly certain I know which one he means. Using the key we found within the watershed shack and the note in Archibald's desk, we managed to open a path to the tower. I am relieved that we have finally made true progress in our investigation, but there's no time to revel. What mysteries wait inside? After a bit of a tumble, we came face to face with the man who abducted Ramon. The man Bruno laid out the bare truth for us. His town was, as I suspected, constructed from the ground up. Now I'm certain that the treasure we seek awaits for us at the top of the tower. After a seemingly endless climb and several trying puzzles, we at long last reached the top floor. Awaiting our arrival there was Flora, the Baron's daughter and the true golden apple. It seems that according to her father's wishes, she had been living quietly in this town, waiting for Luke and me to reach the top. With the secrets of St. Mystery finally brought to light, I think Luke has begun to doubt whether there was really a fortune found in the first place. I still believe its existence, unless I'm mistaken, the Baron has hidden it somewhere right under our noses. So this is why there's no puzzle here. There's no puzzle here because when it saves, it remembers how many puzzles you did.
Ah. Meaning there's a puzzle elsewhere.
Well, I'm hoping if I go to Grandma's,
Right. It just gets dumped in there.
it'll get dumped the last two puzzles that we missed. Although I could be wrong.
At which point, I'm gonna go ahead and start.
Here we are. Wrong door.
Again?
I do that often. I don't know why I talked to her. Nope. I'm just gonna have to look up which puzzles we didn't do.
Okay.
Because I mean, I'll have to go through this exhaustive list here. Probably somewhere at the bottom. Yeah, so puzzle 118 and
Alright. Cool.
115.
Alright, I have a list on my laptop ready. Yeah. 115, abandoned tent.
I can barely hear you, buddy.
Sorry, I was too far away from the screen. 115 is at the abandoned tent.
Abandoned tent.
So maybe where around the Ferris wheel zone?
I'm already heading there.
Word.
Hmm.
Probably
Not here.
Oh.
That's a Ferris wheel.
maybe a screen back? Somewhere in there? Neat.
I mean, it may not be here.
Let me...
Abandoned tent. Don't recall seeing a tent.
Oh, yeah. Could be there?
Yeah, I'm not seeing either. Puzzle 115?
Right.
Let's see if we can find this. Tap the wall at the right stall of the abandoned tent.
But this is the only tent here, so... Eh?
That coin.
Okay.
Tap wall at Wright's the Wright stall. Where is the abandoned tent?
That's the shack path. You see on the top side of the screen the name of the screen.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
I just noticed that, so.
It's one of the locations in the park.
Alright, so.
Abandoned tent.
Right.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Finally.
That is hard to find. Look, Professor, there's a hidden puzzle here. Alright, we found the hidden puzzle. Now, I know we're already at like an hour. Do you want to crack on and finish these last two puzzles?
Let's go.
Alright, so it doesn't matter how long we take. We're going to do this. Alright, puzzle number 115. Of the 4 boxes below, 3 are the exact same box viewed from different angles. The 4th box has a slightly different pattern. Can you spot the odd box out?
Alright.
3 are the exact same box. 4th box is slightly different, so different patterns. So, we're looking for similarities.
Right. Or at least something that would like geographically make sense. So
My initial thought is D and B.
maybe.
Well, no, because B could be flipped 180 degrees, and it would still be the same.
So, like, words are hard. Sorry. Looking at B and C, we can determine some parts, because if you look at the heart would have to face the same direction. And I imagine that the diamonds are probably supposed to be symmetrical. Like the star also would probably, like the spacing of the star would also probably matter.
See, the thing is though, if this was flipped, you could get this image. My question is A and C. You see this star? If I were to rotate this here, that means when I see this here,
I don't know. We'll have to.
when I see that there,
Good.
or I would see it here. I would see it one of the two places. It's like you kind of have to reconstruct the box.
Which I think I'm kind of doing. Because I'm drawing on my screen as well. So what I'm working with is the looking at box B. What should be underneath the heart is the diamond. So that if you go over to box C, what should be the side that we don't see is the gray tile. So then if we work on box D, so far that tracks. The gray tile and the diamond are in the correct facing. And
So
we
do you
can't
think it's
see
A?
the rest. Which means we'd have to,
I think it's either A or C.
I feel like it might be A? Maybe?
Well, I think it's either A or C. You think it might be A. So you know what? We're going with it.
Okay.
Here's my guess.
And we're wrong.
Well,
So embarrassed.
Try to picture how the box look unfolded. Yeah, but we're trying to do that game. I hate it when it says, try to do this. It's like, no duh.
do the thing that you were doing. Do it harder. Create the boxes. Create them. Well, you think it was C, so maybe it's C?
I'm thinking probably C is the wrong answer now.
Well, I mean...
I want to be a FlightlessBird episode if we didn't get it all wrong.
Here's my guess.
Yeah.
Well, booty.
Down,
Like I said, it wouldn't be a FlightlessBird episode if we didn't get it all wrong.
Hmm.
I guarantee you, whichever one we think it is, it's the other one. I said before, and I'll say it again, I'm not good with these visual type puzzles. These visual type puzzles are really hard for me.
I try to be, but at this point, like, if I was trying to figure it out, I would sit there and be a dingus and actually try to, like, make a cube out of paper.
Well, we know these are right.
Right.
So the question is, can we deduce anything from these two to help us figure out which one's wrong over here? If I'm with the diamond to the left, wouldn't this be a heart? No, because I can flip it upside down.
Right. I don't think the diamond is, like, facing. I think it's just, like...
Because you can flip these upside down. The shapes are very confusing.
Yeah, so I think the only ones that are supposed to have the same facing are the star and the heart. Everything else you should be able to see from symmetrical at all angles. So A and C are correct, meaning that if we look at A, the back right side should be the heart.
Well, that means the
facing
square
towards
could
the
be over
back.
here. I'm not good at visual puzzles.
It has to be. I mean, obviously it is B or D, but now it's
Well, the
like,
heart is the only shape that can't be inverted.
right. And I think the star as well, because
Correct. But the thing is, this one has a heart, right? So if I'm with the heart down here,
what should be on the top facing side would be the blue square, the blue side.
which is this. So that means it has to be D.
Probably.
I'm telling you, we're gonna get it wrong. It's just gonna happen.
We're just rolling dice.
All right.
Oh snap!
I could have sworn we got them all wrong, and then with just whatever's left. If you break down box A, B, C, you can see that they all share the same arrangement of decorations. However, when you break down box D, you can see that its faces are arranged in a slightly different manner. It might look like something like the above diagram. However, you can't know for sure because the other three faces of box D are unknown. So here, the star and the X are kind of flipped. That's so minute of a detail. Man. Oh, that puzzle sure put up a fight. All right, what's our last one? 118?
Yeah, 118. And that 118. Town hall?
It says tap the window next to the bed when you speak to Rodney. So Rodney, I think, is town hall.
Yeah, I just looked at a wiki and it just says town hall.
Yeah, we're not.
And that's as much as I'm going to click on without getting spoiled on the puzzle.
Yeah, we're trying not to spoil our puzzle, but at the same time, we're trying to find locations. I think we're doing a good job with that. Town hall, which one is which? I always get this confused.
The blue. Not...
Dang it. Okay, so the bed next to. Greg found it.
Neat.
But man,
Good
that
job,
was
Greg.
such pixelation on the clicking there, you know?
Pixel punting.
All right,
Not
it was red and black cards.
fun. And apparently you could have gotten this way back in chapter 2, so it shouldn't be that hard.
A jokerless deck fits 2 cards sits on the table. The cards are shuffled thoroughly and divided into 2 stacks of 26 cards labeled M B. We divide the cards as described above and check the contents of each pile 1,000 times. How many times would you expect the number of red cards in one pile to match the number of black cards in the other? A jokerless deck of 52 cards. The cards are shuffled thoroughly, and they're divided half and half.
Mm-hmm.
If you divide the cards as described above, and check the contents of each pile 1,000 times, how many times do you expect the number of black cards to match the number of red cards? Problem is, if you shuffle... So let's say you shuffle it and there's 20 black cards in this pile. That means there's 6 red, right? And then there would be 20 red here and 6 black.
Right.
But you can do that for any number. If there's 25 black and 1 red, then there's 25 red and 1 black. So I don't understand what the trick is here.
Like, what are the odds out of 1,000 that there's exactly 26 black and red on either side? Or 13 black and 13 red on either side?
How many times? I think the 1,000, this is unnecessary information. Because it says, if you
Probably.
divide the cards as described above and check the contents pile 1,000 times. If you check 1,000 times on one time, it's always going to be the same number, right?
Well, how many times do you expect the number of red cards in one pile to match the number of black cards in the other? So, is it asking for exactly, like, the same number of either color?
Oh, wait.
What do you-
Wait. Okay,
Do it.
follow me. You take a deck, right? And you decide to deal out 26 cards and 26 cards. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Then you check the contents of each pile 1,000 times. True?
But are you reshuffling them after each side?
No, you're
Right.
not. You're just
Exactly.
checking it 1,000 times.
So
It would be
Then-
1,000. Because it's always going to be the same number. Because it doesn't matter how many times you check, you're never reshuffling it. So whether you check it 1 time or 1,000 times, you're always going to get the same number.
you divide the cards as described and keep rechecking them, which is just insanity. How many times can you expect the number of cards to match?
The same number every time. Because you're never changing the piles.
Right, you've shuffled them and you split them in half.
Well, here's my guess.
Haha!
It didn't make sense to me, but I'm glad you understood it. Now, what is it saying?
You can expect a corresponding number of red and black cards to show up between the piles 1,000 times out of 1,000 tries. Because there are 26 cards of each color in a red deck, if there are 2 piles, the number of red cards in part A is equal to 26 cards minus the number of black cards in pile B. In pile B, the situation is reversed. No matter how the cards are divided, the number of red cards in pile A will always be equal to the number of black cards in pile B, and vice versa. So for example, for stack A, let's say equals 10 cards, therefore the total is 16. In which case the total of is 16, so it must be 10 cards. Yeah, so
Okay.
no matter how many times you check it, it's always going to be 1,000.
Okay. That one's over my head. That's too much math, but
There's no math at all, that's the trick.
I know that's the trick. Is too much math, and you know what? I overthought that one, and you were like, "Bam, got him."
Well, I've been overthinking puzzles like all game, so I'm glad for once I didn't overthink it. You complete every puzzle in the game. Good work. But if we complete every single puzzle, you know what that means? That means something's wrong here.
Huh.
So what is wrong here? Something probably needs to be moved to the left. There it is. The one sofa
wait.
couch.
Oh, you just moved the couch over eventually?
Just move the sofa couch.
Now, this is a room any gentleman would be proud to call his own. Staying here should speed up the investigation. By the way, Luke, I have a present for you to mark this occasion. Return the title screen and select bonuses, and you should have a new challenge from me. Now, I know you're excited for your present, but be sure to save before we turn to the title screen.
Layton's challenge is to decorate his house when added to your map. Well, that's it. 120 out of 120. And only one puzzle that we need to look up for an answer, because screw that puzzle.
Nuts to that.
Oh, look at the inn. You see how they're...
Yeah, they're hanging out.
53 leads for Gizmo Greg. So yeah, we have now successfully completed everything in the base game except maybe finding all the charms. We only got 62% of those. But besides that, we have completed everything there is in the game.
And at this point, you may as well just look up where all the charms are.
Maybe, or I just say, why bother?
Nuts to that.
I mean, that's just simple clicking on stuff.
But the bonus! Hit that 125.
Unlock bonus features by progressing the game and solving mysteries. So we have the weekly puzzles, which there are... Oh my god. That's a lot of puzzles. Then we have the puzzle index, which is all the puzzles we've solved, and we solved all of them. We have the Layton challenges. This was not unlocked yet. This one may unlock after you unlock all the other ones. It's possible. We have the top secrets. Access exclusive material here. Unlock more features by collecting pickrocks. So we have all the people in the game. I don't know if I want to go through all these people. It would take... Oh, Lane's car is here. It would take like forever to go through every single person.
10,000 years.
All the artwork in the game.
With jukebox.
All the music.
Luke, my boy, do you really think I would take on such an ordinary request as that?
So we have all the sound files. We have all the movie files which we unlocked. I wonder if these all unlock automatically.
Probably.
Because I don't need to click on it. There's a oh, okay, here we go. To open up access top secret files. This is a part of our production where we finally show you how we came to be. Hurrah!
Indeed. From here, you can take a peek into the process of how we went from the page to the screen. So the fraction of material created for the game, but we do so hope you enjoy it.
Presenting concept art from Professor Layton in the Curious Village. Oh!
It just...
Oh, look at him! Look at the bird!
He looks a little funny.
Where's my bird at? Oh my god, that's a completely different image. I like the look we got. Whoa, who is this? And look at this guy. Wow, they changed a lot.
Flora and
That's
Bruno,
Flora?
Misty Flora. It says.
Yeah, it's weird.
Layton doll.
His hat's bigger than his body. We should show you more, but besides all the time we have for you this time.
We look forward to seeing you at the next adventure in the Professor Layton series.
Alright, so I am going to go ahead and... The character post follows you during development.
Production sketches.
It says puzzle points, but it doesn't... I guess they automatically unlock?
Probably.
Oh, look at the rose. Claudia. I like Dastardly. I can't wait to see more of him. And I can't wait to see more of Flora. It says I have 3,200, but I guess they unlock based on how many you get. Like, this is probably says, oh, 100, 200, 300, you know, so on. So when you beat the game, you know, you basically unlock all the artwork and all the puzzles. Oh, no.
Aha!
See, I was right. There's more here.
You have to earn more, which probably through all the extra puzzles that I've seen exist.
And maybe extra puzzles, like maybe I had to get like perfect pickarats on all the other stuff. Or maybe do the Layton challenges. But for now, my dear friends, we've been going for long enough. It's time to call this an episode a day. But we'll be back to solve more puzzles very, very soon. I want to thank everyone. Again, thank you Asappa for being here. Go check out his channel. He's amazing, and he's just a great person to watch.
I'm a little foul-mouthed, but the hype is there.
Trying to be a better influence on him for that.
And you're doing work, so you're doing work.
Hey, I love you all so very much, and hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day. And like I said, we still got more Professor Layton coming. Don't worry. Until next time, so long, and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.